I'm meteorologist from Mexico City. It's madness time for this Thursday, and I'll tell you one thing. You talk about madness. I mean, the madness out there over Florence right now is incredible. Oh my goodness gracious. So anyway, I did put a live blog up. I want to try to keep things up to date for the next week while we deal with Florence coming to the west and try to figure things out here without getting too much into the hype train that is rolling pretty rapidly now because model show this, model show, and then they got the 660 GFS model, which I'm going to show you in a second, just for the fun of it. Again, it's just fun of it, showing Florence coming in, going out, then there's a storm coming off the Gulf of Mexico and hitting the eastern seaboard. Sometimes the weather is worse than politics anymore. You know? Don't talk about politics. Nobody, please. Stay away from it. Stay away from that. This is weather. Um, okay, so here's Florence out here, major hurricane Florence. What's remains of Gordon is heading up into Arkansas. That's going to be a problem down the road. Well, it's still a problem today with the flooding, thunderstorms, but it's going to hook in with the front coming in. The other storms could develop behind there. Another one's coming in behind it. So we've got a lot of tropical activity going on, and we'll have to kind of figure things out with it. So let's start with near term, and then we'll go toward Florence there, just to keep your attention. Here we go. This is this satellite picture right now, and again, here is the remains of Gordon this morning, producing rain again. Some rain's going through here, and it's going to be the general gist of things. Beautiful weather coming in behind the. Oh my goodness, the blue death there stuff. Beautiful weather coming in behind the cold front, and that cold front's going to lollygag down with time, bring nice weather northeast before the remains of Gordon come up and bring heavy rains and possible flooding. All right. And severe weather-wise, some heavy thunderstorms across the northeast today as the front starts to come on through. It's about as hot and oppressive you get for September out there. And then things calm down after that next couple of days. Okay. This is the rapid refresh model showing the thunderstorms developing. Boston back to central PA, and then they kind of slide down, dissipate as the evening wears in. So New York City might get it, Philadelphia might miss out, but eventually the front's going to kind of come on in, come on down, and bring some nice weather coming in. All right, out in the tropics, this is the tropical picture, and again you can see Florence out here going on. If I had a better shot, I could show you. There's a lot of, if you look at the, I know the satellite picture's messed up today. If you look at the clouds, you can see all the clouds. Everything's going this direction. Okay, you got a little upper level low going through here. And clouds, these clouds are going like this. These that direction. These clouds are going that direction. So, if you just kind of take the satellite picture for what it's worth, things will just kind of move up and through here. Is where it's generally going to go. Okay. The as I mentioned today, again, I want to finish up with a short term. Get to Florence here in a second. Um, let me see here. I'm going to reverse here back to the near term real quick. All right, this is for today. For tomorrow, Gordon's over here in Arkansas. Heavy rain starts to break out because the front now has come down, and this is cool weather up here. Okay, and that tropical air mass is overrunning the front, producing a band of rain, in some cases heavy rain. And then we get to Saturday, more heavy rains breaking out across Missouri, and rain kind of along the front there. Things are, if you're north of this Mason-Dixon line, it's a pretty nice day on Saturday. And then Sunday, here comes the heavy rain with Gordon coming up, overrunning the front again. And by Monday, that rain's heading up into the northeast there. So you're still getting a lot of heavy rain, thunderstorms going on. Anywhere this whole area like this is going to see some heavy rain and possible flooding as the remains of Gordon track on through. Okay, So that takes care of that. Now let's go back to Florence. Okay, let me see what do I got here. This is the Ed Valley posted this today. All right, and I think this is the one I wanted to show. Um, what is this the other days here? But anyway, this is the general mess of models, the ensemble models. Okay, and they did track more to the west overnight. Okay, so if you take the sort of center point, I mean, if you really look at this in Florence, you have two possibilities. It's going to come up, it's going to come out, kind of stall around, and then head on out, and otherwise it's going to come in and hit the Carolinas, something like that. The hurricane models. All right, this was not the one I wanted to show. I had a hurricane model. What did I do with it anyway? Um, Most of the hurricane models are kind of staying the same track, keeping it out, winging it around out to sea. And if you look at this is the GFS model, the 6V model, brings it up, wings it out, kind of stirs it around out here, and then heads on out. Okay, a couple things to understand that again, the models aren't going to handle things very well. Okay, we can go look at the next round could come in and Florence is over here. Next one comes in, Florence is over here. Next one comes in, Florence is over here. It's the way it's going to be. It's going to be all. It's going to be, you know, just a target practice all along the eastern seaboard, or it's going to wing out. My feeling right now, really, my feeling right now is that, Florence is going to come in, kind of be a scare, and just kind of move out. Maybe stick around a little bit there. There's not much in the way of blocking. You got a big ridge building in across there. So it's going to kind of stall it out a little bit, then it's going to head on out. And, I just don't know if it's going to make it all the way back to the eastern seaboard. One of the young forecasters pointed out that it is north of the major hurricane tracks here. So using history is not really going to work too well in this case here. So, for what it's worth. And then you got the, let's see here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This is this is the one I laugh at. This is the GFS 6E. This actually comes from a system down in here. All right. This is end of September. Then it comes up to the seaboard as a major hurricane while Florence is out to sea already. So you got that in there now. And that's going to be thrown out there into hype world as here's another one coming in, So it's just, the problem is the GFS model doesn't understand all this tropical stuff, and it's just having problems, and it's just making up these, tropical systems all over the place. You know what I mean? I mean, the basic message is tropics are active. We got to watch things along the eastern seaboard, but I don't know. I have a feeling it's never going to come back. All right, that's it for today. I'm meteorologist Henry Marcus City.